I'm a little disappointed with this tank setup here. I paid good money for a brand new tank. This was quite a while ago. I took it in to get it refilled. They said that they did not have enough argon to refill it. If I needed something right then and there, they could exchange it for another tank. I should have waited. I didn't know any better. I exchanged a tank for another tank. Apparently that tank was expired and wasn't even their company. It was some other company. So when I took it over to get it filled, they wouldn't even touch it. I had to buy this one. So I spent the same amount of money on this one. This is like a rental one. All I did was hook this up and crack this valve open. It's closed now. But look at this. So pay attention to stuff like that. You know, when I hooked all this up, I heard a leak right away. And, you know, for the money I spent on all this, I shouldn't have any problems, you know. Looks like fresh thread tape too. Man, this is... I can't get it to stop leaking. It's not like I can turn it off, you know, to shut it off and it'll stop. It's just, as soon as I crack the valve open, it's leaking. So, anyway, let me get this set up and we'll do some welds. Alrighty, we got the workbench sort of cleaned up. Not really, but sort of. I've got some, I don't even know what this is. ER70 S2 mild steel welding rod and 2% lanthanated, I think 2% lanthanated, 3/16 I believe it is. I'm just going through the little setup guide here. So I've got the ground on the positive side. The wand is on the air gas outlet, which I'm assuming is the negative side, would have to be. And then the pedal, which is hooked up to, that's the switch on here. I ordered the little thing that I was talking about to make the pedal work, but I'm just going to use the switch for today. But I've got a piece of square tubing that I made a transmission mount from with my MIG welder. I'm just going to try to practice on it, see how it feels. I've got my old gloves that I've had forever that I love. I had a toss-up. They didn't have that exact same pair, but these are like lambskin all the way around. These have like the leather on the back and the real fine lambskin here. I'm probably going to wind up using these. They're really thin. These are okay too, but they're a little thicker than I like. And remember, I bought these. I'll probably use these for like stick welding or something. But you know, safety is important as far as making sure you don't UV ray yourself to death. I'm going to put some sleeves on. I've got, you know, leather sleeves. And I'm going to try to run a couple passes and see how this thing does. So, oh, and I also I stole these from work. Well, I asked the boss and he said I could have them. So these are 6011s. I think, are they 6011? Yeah, 6011s. I'm going to see how the arc welding does on this. So, let me fire this thing up and we'll see how it does. And yeah, I shouldn't be doing it on this wood table. I know, I don't have a welding bench yet. I'll make one. I'm doing a couple test passes here with this thing and I'm liking it. I had the, as I mentioned before, Eastwood TIG 200. It was also an AC inverter and did aluminum, which is the reason why I had bought it. But this one just does steel. I'm getting used to it, playing with the amperage, you know. I've just put on a piece of, like, this is really rusty, you know, just some scraps that I had here. I'm going to try to run a bead across here and see how that fares up. I don't know if this camera can catch anything. Probably not. I'm not even going to try. I'm going to burn the thing out. Well, maybe I will. Who knows? Let's see here. Probably be too bright for the camera to even capture anyway, but... I'm not comfortable. Yeah, I can't do this with the camera in the way. Alright, well I tried. I'm a little rusty, you know, I'm by no means a professional welder, but putting it down and I'm feeling comfortable with it. I like it. So I'm going to switch to stick weld. I'm going to see how that does. I could hook up the plasma cutter. I have a little job for the plasma cutter right off the bat. And my air compressor needs some fitting repair work. It leaks. The entire time it runs, it just runs and runs and runs. It never actually shuts off. So I'm not going to mess with that just yet, but I'm happy with the TIG welder. I'm about to switch it over and run the stick, and we'll see how this works out. Let me take care of that. I had the amperage set way too high. I had it at like 100 amps when I was over here, and it just wanted to blow through right away. And man, it was making, you know, the spatters everywhere. I forgot how wild and exciting stick welding is. But I'll try to rake this off here and holy moly. Where is my wire brush? Here it is. Let me clean this up a little bit. That's not my best work. I'm not going to chalk this up to a fail. That was poor skill. But it did weld, so it's two of the things that I bought it for that it does. As far as the plasma torch, I'm going to save that for another day. But make this the second installation. I got to take care of this tank leaking. That's sad. You think they check this stuff? Come on, guys. You got to do better than that. Oh, man. All right, well, we're getting there. Till next time. The third one will be, I actually have a job for the plasma cutter. I have a rear end that I'm going to use for something else, and I need to cut all of the tabs off of it to weld new tabs on to mount it to the new vehicle it's going in. So that's kind of why I bought this thing. And the TIG welding, of course, you always need a TIG welder. So let me get these uploaded, and we'll see you next time.